EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dragons of Mexico City taking on the Thunderbirds of Austin. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys really responded well to their loss in the opener. Winners of 4 straight since then. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Let's go now.
Play action. Now Wilson. Complete to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Mexico City first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson. This is intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Here we go.
Now a first carry here for the running back. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. So this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Off play action. Whitlock. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Callan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Ready?
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
65.
Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Callan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
They toss it out right to Callan. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Come on.
Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Callan. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Thunderbirds offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. When you look at this defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
Washington's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Whitlock. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On to the second quarter, Mexico City in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Austin's offense ready to go again. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Whitlock. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Guzman. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the ready.
Here's a give up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
He's brought down at the 37.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Austin's offense ready to go again. Looking to put a drive together.
19 Tiger.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Whitlock. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Gaffney. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go, set.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First down.
19-18.
Throwing is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stanley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Mexico City.
Here's Wilson. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run up the gut with Kelly. They juked him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons add 6 to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Boston's offense ready to go again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw again. He's going to launch it for Washington. This is caught inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And now the clock will stop. As he's able to get up and spike it here. Now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Thunderbirds are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Thunderbirds 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
But he's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up. Now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 yards on the pickup there.
10 at the 14-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go again with Kelly. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They give up the middle to Kelly. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Off the RPO, he completes it. So the completion good for just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gaffney. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Whitlock. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Whitlock. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun on 3rd down. Whitlock. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Whitlock. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away now from moving out in front. To try here for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score Thunderbirds.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 31-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Now he's going to step up and run. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go play action now. Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now 3rd down and 7. To throw again is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Thomas Washington.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. That's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Austin's offense ready to go again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. First target, first catch, and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 70.
Off play action. Whitlock. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Austin, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the set. Here we go. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake. Whitlock. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Thunderbirds use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 5. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
Dragons 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Well, this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ready.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this will be a dump off for Kellen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Dragons.
Again, this is Kelly. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Whitlock. In trouble, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Come on. Set. 19, 18.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Kelly on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. Here comes 2nd down. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
A gain of 14. And the Mexico
Throwing
City
now is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dragons have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Plenty of time and two timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle they go. Gaffney. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Number 36 on the carry.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Wilson. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
No timeouts remain. 8 seconds on the clock. Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Franklin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Austin, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Mexico City, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem